What's the big deal with Wall Street? Why is it so important? How did it become a way to describe the financial markets and the companies traded publicly throughout the United States? Hi, my name is Isaac, and welcome to Market 101, where we break down the basics of economics, finance, and of course, the market. Wall Street is a physical street located in Lower Manhattan where financial institutions do business, but Wall Street has also become a symbol for America's economy. To explain how that happened, we need to start at the beginning, which was a long time ago. New York actually used to be New Netherland, and Lower Manhattan was a Dutch colony called New Amsterdam. The Dutch were growing increasingly concerned that English would attack, so they built a wall as a defensive position called Het Sigel, or the Belt. Spoiler alert, the English attacked. Even after the English conquered New Netherland and New Amsterdam, the tax records still referred to this road as Het Sigel, but the name was also interchanged with Stad Wall, meaning city wall. The use of both these names continued even after the name Wall Street was officially designated in 1686 when the New York governor issued a new charter, probably because of the literal wall that once stood there. At the time, Philadelphia was the financial capital, so busy day traders in New York had an idea to both limit government interference and compete in the financial market, and that idea involved a sycamore tree. There was a sycamore tree on Wall Street, also known as Buttonwood, where traders and merchants would meet to conduct business. Well, they created something called the Buttonwood Agreement. The Buttonwood Agreement ensured that no members could trade securities unless they were an approved broker, which was the beginning of the modern trading practice we see today. And this was the beginning of a beautiful friendship between Wall Street and New York as they built on each other and grew bigger together. In the 1840s and 1850s, more people were moving into the area because of all the opportunities. They were getting electricity, a telegraph operator, and then the Civil War happened, creating a massive economic boom in the North. Big names we know today were getting their start, like J.P. Morgan setting up massive trusts and John D. Rockefeller's Standard Oil moving to New York. In 1884, Charles Dow began tracking stocks and coined the terms bear and bull markets, which are terms we use today. If you want to know more about the animals of Wall Street, make sure to check out our latest market moment. So before you knew it, Wall Street solidified itself as America's financial market hub. And that's what Wall Street technically is, a street in New York City where financial firms and businesses set up shop. But as technology progressed at the end of the 20th century, things changed on Wall Street. With the internet and computers, people didn't need to physically be on Wall Street to monitor stocks or make investments. Wall Street has become less of a physical place and more of an idea. While few firms actually operate on the street, they're still referenced as Wall Street. But there's more to Wall Street than the collection of financial businesses and a stock exchange. There's the idea of Wall Street, what people think when they hear the words Wall Street, an idea which involves its history, people's experiences, and attitudes. Parts of pop culture, like in film and books, have depicted a life on Wall Street as exciting, fast-paced, and wealthy. But media has also portrayed Wall Street businessmen as greedy and selfish. Yet, on the flip side, successful figures like Warren Buffett and the late Charlie Munger are considered inspirational and admirable. Wall Street greed is often used as a scapegoat, getting blamed for all the problems in the economy, as was the case in 2008. And more recently, Wall Street is seen as something to overcome and defeat, as was the case with the GameStop stock rally in 2021. And in fact, a movie was made about it called Dumb Money, portraying a small, humble investor active on YouTube and Reddit who sparked an online movement that challenged the fabric of the stock market. Let me know in the comments below if we should break down what made this meme stock rally possible. This huge cultural moment created an us versus them mentality with Wall Street and the underdog Redditors. But the idea of Wall Street versus the normal average Joe has been a thing for quite some time. It's just been known as Wall Street versus Main Street. The term Main Street means individual investors, small businesses, employees, and generally the economy separate from what happens in the stock market. Wall Street and Main Street seem to be constantly pitted against each other, at least in the minds of the public consciousness. Wall Street tends to be representative of big businesses and wealthy entrepreneurs, while Main Street represents your local mom and pop shops that are being bought out or pushed out by those larger corporations. And what happens on Wall Street does impact what happens on Main Street. Now, obviously, I'm an investor, and I work at an investment firm that you could say lives on Main Street. It's a small, growing company started by a hard-working, retired Air Force pilot in Northwest Arkansas. But at the same time, we're a part of Wall Street, being a financial business that is watching the stock market and helping people invest. So how do I feel about Wall Street? Wall Street's like a monument. You need it around to remind you of where you've been and to see how far you've come as a country. even though we could all probably manage without it. There are currently talks of a new stock exchange opening in Texas to compete with the physical Wall Street. Things are always changing, but the name Wall Street will live forever in the world of business. Thanks for watching, and here's that video I was talking about earlier, all about bears, bulls, wolves, and other animals in Wall Street. Did you know there's even an ostrich? Click to learn all about it.